Stellaris is remaining in alpha because they're going to be doing a major update. Oh, you mean completely finished. Oh, okay. Zenis, have you ever dealt with a Paradox Interactive game? Because I'm going to tell you now, your hope is definitely in vain if you're waiting for it to be, quote, done, unquote. Because trust me when I say this, it will never actually be finished. Sure, the balanced blade having that quality to it's actually not too bad. No, like, Zenis. Paradox Interactive games are never done. They're gonna keep coming out with more DLC for it, and they'll keep coming out with new updates for it that'll keep changing things up. Like, Crusader Kings is 7 or 8 years old at this point, and they're still doing DLC for it. I mean, I remember Crusader Kings when I was in, like, middle school. Ah, okay, that's what you mean. I guess that makes sense to a certain degree. But then when the new one comes out, no one will be playing the old one. If you're going for multiplayer stuff. Or people will rarely play the old one. Unless it's like Warcraft 3 and distinctly better than future titles. I don't know why I keep checking down there for the speed door. I know for a fact it's never in the first one. Alright, do I want to take survival or do I want to take tactics? You know what? I'll take tactics. Or survival. It gives more health in the long run and might be interesting. Fair enough. This is the tunnel one, meaning the only thing that matters here is this dusty bag that someone left behind with turkey. Oh, there's the speed door. That'd have been a real shame if I just went in the wrong direction and just didn't notice the speed door. Feed me, cells. Feed me. I need more. I always need more cells. Thankfully, the literally most expensive purchase in, I think, the entirety of Dead Cells is going to be done soon. And that'll be when I finally have the max level healing potion. And that will just be lovely. Oh hey, an elite? Dodge increases toxic cloud, damage you take is inflicted on the enemy, downward smash burns the ground. Sure, you know what, I'll take it. I tend to use downward smashes an awful lot. Brutality. And a new oiled sword. Versus the one we currently have, it's better. We're not at the point where we can just casually one-shot enemies just yet. But we are definitely getting there. Melee is what's letting us casually one-shot people. Alright, that makes sense at least. Wow, did I actually just kill a Inquisitor? Alright, what is up? Up is a direction where you are on a singular plane of existence, and you decide to move away from it at exactly 90 degrees. Note that is a horrible definition of it. But then again, up and down are very arbitrary definitions. So are left and right. Technically everything's an arbitrary definition if you put it in context of humanity, but, I mean, that's just getting philosophical, and Greg doesn't like getting philosophical. I can't even eat that pastry. You disappoint me. How do I get in that one to the left? What? Hang on. I'm now you have piqued my curiosity and interest. Explain to me, how do I get there? Or are you forever going to troll me? I'm not gonna bother. I could grab that pastry now. Might as well. My guy's a little hungry. He wants something else other than the blood of his enemies to satisfy him. I also still haven't found any secrets in the sepulcher, so I'm still uncertain if the sepulcher has the same effect as before, where if you find a secret area, you get a new permanent location to gain light. Ooh, it's a shop. Ooh, it's a bunch of grenades, which... honestly, a freezing grenade right now is not too bad. We don't need this powerful grenade anymore, so we could definitely sell it. And now we can make it to this area, which is wholly useless. We just stomped everything to death. Perhaps combo would have been a better one for this than sadism. Oh, there's the Black Bridge. I'll send that down because I can catch up with it. Aha! I knew there'd be a secret up here at some point. Too bad it was a shield. So glad you can't get stunned on those things. Alright, to the Black Bridge. Let's dump another 50 cells on, our good old buddy old pal over here. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to reforge my modifiers. Slow down after thaw is 4 times longer. You know what? That's acceptable. Good enough. Give me mutation. We'll work with Fireworks Technician, because I want to use the freezing thing to stun him repeatedly. Wow, I actually don't need to heal for once after the ramparts. It's been a while since that happened. Oiled Sword is unfortunately pretty useless unless we stomp repeatedly. Nope. Well, that was a very, very improperly timed frost grenade. Oh, thank goodness. lose the attack over time, sir. Oh, we killed him without actually dying. Ah, it's twin daggers, but it's a legendary twin daggers. Victims freeze other enemies for 1.8 seconds. Critical hits deal 25% max damage. I despise you. I would keep the balanced blade, but it's not that great. I'll keep the oiled sword just to have the oiled sword. I'm not going to take additional damage from using it, but I'll use the twin daggers. I just have to remember, do not spam attacks, because then I will be destroyed by most bosses. Just because the stun effect, or the attack speed's not as bad as I thought. It really isn't. Still not able to make use of sadism. Let's re-roll the modifiers. The crit damage is fine. Reforge. Victims burn, additional damage to a burning target. I could set people on fire. Yes. You know what? That's exactly what we need to proc sadism, so I'm happy. I can handle this. Kind of. Oh, there's a stilt village right here. Alright, just have to remember, do not swing 3 times. Do not swing 3 times. Swinging like a maniac will get me killed because this is not the balanced blade. This is the twin daggers, which are infinitely worse than the balanced blade. Come on, let me down. Give me another brutality. Let's just run away with our brutal nature. None of these guys are elites and aren't hiding anything, right? No, they are not. Not gonna lie, I'm surprised that actually worked. We're gonna take a level of tactics just for the health. Oh, come off it. You're telling me I can't jump up there? For shame, game. Alright, let's grab the key. Alright, I think my health came out neutral on this. That's all I can really say. I was trying to get my health back from killing those people. Just because the more health I'm at, the better. Well, brutality should no longer be giving me any health to work with. Alright, now the real question. Is this another cursed weapon? Ouch. Why do you gotta do me like this? Why do you gotta hurt me so much? Cursed chest? It is not a cursed chest. It has an infantry grenade, though. But it's an infantry grenade that just kind of sucks in general. Damage to slowed down targets. Well, it's better than the oiled sword that I currently have got working with me. Or working for me, so I'll take it. That and also deals bleed damage, which I can do some nasty things with something that actually does bleed targets. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't explode me. Why? Alright, got a drink before I die horrifically to being comboed to death. If I'm not above a certain amount of health, their faster attack animation will kill me at some point. Honestly, What I personally believe a required upgrade would be if the mutation existed to decrease the attack speed of certain attacks without a shadow of a doubt, it would be a required mutation for certain weapons. Or it would be considered a required mutation. Did I visit this chest area? I don't think I did. Judging by the fact that there are still enemies, I definitely didn't. Curse chest? Always a curse chest. And it's a firebrand. Colorless firebrand at that. Damage to stun targets, shoots an arrow upwards. Versus my blood sword. I mean... well, it doesn't actually do that much more damage. It does do the fire proc, though. And that makes this weapon hit significantly harder, so you know what, we'll take it for now, just to see what it's like. Jesus, are we one-shotting people with this thing? I guess we are. I'm going to try to pick and choose my fights carefully, because I rather wouldn't go explode to an enemy without realizing what's actually there. I was already through this one. I need 2 enemies. Actually, you know what? Unironically... oh no, he's gonna burn to death. No! Let's hop up here. Try to set them on fire. There we go, curse is lifted. Alright, we're good. We aren't dying horrifically anymore. Therefore, we are fine. We aren't at risk of dying in one hit anymore. Therefore, we're fine. I don't know why I'm grabbing this key. It's actually not worth my time anymore. We'll eat the pastry. Now, I do know that in this room over here, there's another bit of lore, and as with any bit of lore, there's also a chance of getting some loot, so let's see what we can get. I'm not gonna read this one. I thought there was an item in this one. Well, I guess I just looked through this with no upsides whatsoever. Whoops. Yeah, you'll die in 2 hits instead. Well, as unfortunately true as that is, we'll keep working at it. Those bloody parasites teleport behind me. Those bloody parasites teleport behind me. I'm not going to the Slumbering Sanctuary, it's just sometimes there are actually stuff down here. Oh, I need a village key for this. I don't need to use the village key on this area, though. I really don't. Sinew Slicer. I would never thought I would be so sad just to see one of my favorite items. And it's just, this run is completely worthless for them. No, no, no. Do not dare strike me down again. Do not attempt to strike me down, or I'll become far more powerful than you can ever imagine. I know that's not how the quote goes, but I'm saying it anyway. To the clock room! Or the clock tower. Alright, here's one where I definitely can be comboed to death, which is unfortunate, but it happens. Hello, my friend. Okay, we're not really friends, but we're very close to becoming very good friends indeed by actually having that final upgrade. I don't really like these. I'm gonna get colorless plus firebrands. Ooh, okay. Now I think we're talking. Can I get better than this, though? Poison target, victims freeze, bleeding target, victims emit toxic cloud, more damage but at max health. Increased movement speed. Okay, I think that's as good as we're gonna get. Always on these runs that I find all the useless garbage. Oh well. At least we get to finally fight the clock tower keeper again. We'll take survival for the sake of more health, because it gives us more health. Wait, what? Did I just get you to throw your grenade in the most useless location? I'm glad. Alright, let's get another level of tactics, because we're just gonna boost our health this way, I guess. You can freeze. Be very... Oh, colorless grenade. It makes victim bleed. Wait, what? It's a good grenade, but it's not good enough. I'm not taking it. We're gonna play extremely carefully now. We will explicitly get out of the way of those who will jump around a ton and lead us to near instant death and ruin. We're going to do our best to avoid people such as that. It is a very shiny grenade, but usually colorless items like that aren't worth it. That's an elite fight in the old style. Get more brutality. Pop up to burn. No! I tried to dodge. I did. Okay, I jumped. I should have dodged. That's my mistake. Didn't expect all ranged enemies. I just want to make it to the clock keeper, but like be able to kill her without horrendous amounts of issues like I'm facing. No punishment, because the punishment ain't worth it. Oh, hey. Didn't realize there was a secret. I always find the secrets here, but everywhere else the secrets just aren't really... Like, I loved it when the secrets could potentially contain upgrade spaces, because that was interesting. Alright, we'll take the broadsword over the twin daggers. Just have to remember these things have a humongous wind-up. What in the... I know it's not quiet hours, but it's still annoying. Because normally if they actually have their doors closed, you can't hear music in the background here. They could have whatever music they're going on in their rooms and no one would hear a thing. But instead we get this. Christmas versus throwing knife or nutcracker. Damage to a stunned target. During killing an enemy. Trying to make progress in dead cells. Progress has been fairly few. Fairly limited. I don't think the throwing knife is going to be worth my time. At least one thing is for certain. At least I can consistently kill the concierge. He is not my problem. It's the timekeeper and the area the timekeeper's a part of that's my problem. Alright, to the promenade. We got as many upgrades as we physically could, and a ton of secrets, meaning our gold is, definitely we can definitely spend some gold around. If we make it to the clock tower, at our current rate... I'll take combo right now for the lack of basically everything else. If we make it to the clock tower now, at our current rate, we should probably have the 4th level potion by then. Meaning I could start working on something else, preferably the vine grenade, so I can actually make use of it. Just because I think the vine grenade would be an interesting addition to this kind of setup.